I'm Amanda O'Leary, and I use illusions to explain Christian principles. It's very hard to figure out until you see it. I'm always amazed at people when they say, why do you believe in God? Well, obviously I need faith. See, and faith is a gift. In fact, it's a gift between ourselves and this invisible thing between ourselves and God. You can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't feel it. But what we do know is, because of a thing called free choice, when we choose to break the relationship with God, it breaks. But the nice thing is that we have this wonderful God who just happens to, every time we say, I am sorry, you know what? That connection is reconfirmed. But, as humans, what do we always have to do? We always have to just, especially when things are going so well. Ooh, do we need God? Oh, no, I don't think so. No. But you know what's so interesting about this? Is when you are this far down, and you think nobody can love you, and you think nothing's going to go right. I am just so amazed that when you actually take the time at this point to trust in God, you know what happens? You have no idea what path He has for you and what great gifts await you. I used to own a shop. And I would have a sign that said, ask me about gospel magic. And so I had these 15-year-old boys come in, and they're all, and they couldn't fight fast enough to get, and they looked up and they're like, they read the sign, and you could just see, and they, looked at the one another, and they said, so, tell us about gospel magic. And I said, well, it's actually what it is, it's it's when you, can I just show you a trick? And they would always take the hook. And so they would say yes. And so what I said to them was, when you're born in the image and likeness of God. So you're born perfect. I mean, we have original sin, but other than that, we are born perfect. But you know what? Over the years you hear, what were you thinking? I can't believe you did that. Did you really think you were going to go away with that? You got what in chemistry? You know what? Your brother would never do that. And sometimes the harshest words we hear are not from the outside. They're actually from the inside. And you can be the CEO of a very successful company and still feel like you are unneeded, unwanted, and worthless. But if somewhere along the line you are just trusting enough, smart enough, courageous enough to trust God and let God come into your life in His very, very gentle way, you know what? God can take the most broken down and torn and seemingly unlovable person create them anew. What I find so valuable about this stuff is your children, if they can just hear, there is nothing you can do that God will not forgive. That yes, He may be in your life, He may be out of your life, but you can always, always go back. That there is such a support. And it may not be that they need to hear it when they're 8 or 10 or 12 or 15. But you know those 15-year-old boys that were in my store? When I finished this trick, each and every one of them went like this. And they lost all their attitude. And they looked at me and they said, "Thank you," in a calm, respectful voice. They walked out. One boy came back around the corner and he caught my eye and he said, "No, really, thank you." That's what I do. I'm Amanda O'Leary, and I love to promote God using illusions.